Hey YouTube, Peterbilt Knife Guy. Today we got something from CIVIVI to check out. Bam. That is right, CIVIVI. This happens to be the Perfrico, however you want to pronounce it. I'm going to get murdered in the comments for it anyways. I'm going to call it their dagger because it's a dagger. In the box, you know, I don't really typically do unboxing and whatnot, but if I can get this damn box open. Kids in the background making noise as usual. Comes with a lanyard. I usually take these off. Comes in plastic. You get your stickers, you get your literature, you get your nice microfiber cloth. Now, if you do YouTube or any kind of camera work, these things come in clutch. I have a pile of them, and I love them. Yeah, really, just your standard stuff from CIVIVI. Boxes are always nice, but you know, after the reviews, I tend to just chuck these because I don't like collecting boxes. I collect knives, not boxes. Here's your knife. Let's go through some quick specs real quick. Let's get this open here. And this is gonna be a quick one because I'm not a dagger reviewer, but they asked if I could send this, or if they could send this to me. And you know, I've kind of always had a thing for these like boot knife daggery type things, but I just don't know how to review it. So we're gonna stab a bunch of crap today and maybe cut some things, but other than that, let's go through some specs. Like I said, it's the Perfrico. Got an overall length of 9.3. Blade length is just about 4.5 inches. It is a one-sided cutting edge, so one side sharp and the other side is not. I think they did that for legality reasons because in some places you can't have, oh my god, these kids need to stop. In some places you can't have a double-sided dagger, but if you really wanted to, it wouldn't be that hard to throw an edge on here. Yeah, I smacked my finger. Blade materials 14C28N with a Rockwell hardness of about 58 to 60, flat grind, like I said, dagger, sharpened on one side, black G10, stainless steel, blah, blah, blah. You know, CIVIVI's nice enough to actually send me this stuff, which is cool, so I don't have to look it all up myself. I really, you know, I do not accept knives from many companies, if any, and CIVIVI has been the only company that I've really appreciated working with, and all their knives so far have been freaking top notch. Now, I have used this already. As you can see, I have stabbed it through a microwave. I stabbed it through all kinds of stuff. And even after stabbing it through a microwave, I haven't touched it up. It did come pretty sharp. It could have came sharper, but like I said, when I stabbed it through the microwave, this is your edge. Let's see, let's get down here. That is the edge right there that went through the microwave. You can still see some of that white microwave on there. I'll probably roll in some footage from the short. But and the tip, that is a tip that went through a freaking microwave on top of if I can hold this, on top of some other stuff. I mean, that is still a pretty dang pointy tip right there. That was the non-sharpened edge. For something that thin, I mean, look how thin that is. That is a very thin tip, and it didn't destroy it. That's fantastic. The sheath, very functional, comes with your typical CIVIVI, you know, tech lock type clip. I do not like these. I take them off of everything I own, but they're functional. The sheath works great. You put the knife in both ways, which is cool. The only thing I don't like about the sheath, honestly, is just how they did this whole, it just seems too extra. I wish it was just flat without all these, you know, little stupid knobs hanging out. But other than that, I guess it kind of adds to the knife. Being the fact that it is a one-edge knife, so you can't do anything with that. It's not sharp. If I do it the other way, I'm gonna flay myself. You would think, how do you index it? Well, they put some jimping on the side that is not sharpened. So, you know, if you're looking at your, wherever you pull it out from, you'll be able to see the jimping and know that that is the top side of the knife. Now, if you sharpen both sides, you're gonna have to treat it like a sharpened dagger. But yeah, I don't know what else to say about this other than, like I said, you know, let's stab some things. Let's cut a couple things. Let's go for it. So the sun is going to be my enemy, but you know, it is what it is. So like I said, orientation, kids playing, making noise. It's very pokey and very sharp. Oh my God, kids. Now my strap is wet, but you know, these knives, what do? They stab and they slice. So, oh, that was my bad. It's all wet. I just snorted. Yeah, not bad. 4 layers of ratchet strap. I mean, no freaking problem. What do you expect? I mean, it's a freaking dagger. Could you imagine if this thing was sharpened on both sides? People have asked about this tip, and so far, like I said, it's been strong, but let's just do a couple in there and give it a little bit of side to side. You know, not really rack on it, because we racked on it. Yeah, I know it's gonna break it, but for the most part, that is a very, very strong tip for what it's meant to do. Going to the dumps. This is a old basketball hoop stand that we're throwing away. All this crap in my trailer is going to the dumps tomorrow, so I figured I might use it right now. Let's stab this shit. For the grand finale, a microwave that, you know, I did this in a short, and I did it once. There's the mark right there, but I didn't want to destroy it before I got a chance to do a video on it, so we're gonna go a little bit harder now. See what happens. Oh yeah. That went all the freaking way through the microwave. Damn. Yeah, this thing's a stabber. Nice. Nice. Let's look at that tip. It's still pokey. And yeah, it's blunted a little bit. No chips. But yeah, it's definitely taken some hits. Let's take a look at this microwave. You know, that tip is still super piercy, but the edge did take some damage. So like I said, I'm not a dagger channel. I don't dagger. Do I think they're cool? Yes. Is it dull from going through that microwave? Yeah, it pretty well took out that edge. Let's see if we can get it to cut it all. I mean, yeah, it's pretty dang dull. But let's just give this a quick tune-up so everybody can bitch and complain about how I sharpen things. And just give this a little quick tune-up. See if we can get her right back to before we did it. And this is what I use to actually sharpen most of my stuff. Unless I'm going for like, hey, let's impress you sharpness, then I'll do it different. But how I treat 99% of my knives that I use and do stuff with, I just use this little work sharp deal here. It works. So just a couple minutes on the little work sharp. I mean, we're making a fool out of me. Am I even holding this the right way? It's getting back there. Now, could I do a better job? Absolutely. I'm not going to on this video, but my whole point of this was, first off, don't stab your knife through a microwave. It's going to dull it. And second off, though, that tip. That is still the tip from the microwave. And if you're buying a dagger, I imagine you're getting it to stab things. And yeah, I think that tip's gonna hold in just fine. Anyways, check out the CIVIVI Perfrico. I'll put a Amazon and CIVIVI's link in the description. And don't send me any more daggers. And thanks for watching.